Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. In this case, basically we're just following the forecast from the last video. We are coming down here, but before we zoom in into the smaller time frame, let's just zoom out, get an understanding of the higher level time frame of the Elliott wave analysis here. So the assumption is that the move that basically started here in June 2020 resulted in a 5-wave impulse in a wave 1, which peaked in May 22, in May this year. We then came down in an ABC pattern in a wave 2, that was July 22, and since then we have reversed and are already moving to the upside. That is the current assumption. To make this a valid scenario, we need to hold the $5.33 level. If we do not hold this, we can expect much lower levels. Ideally, we hold the $5.80 level. But there is no guarantee we are going to hold this area. No guarantee. Therefore, it is very, very important that that we hold this 5.30 level. If not, what happens then? Well, I would still be of the view that this is a wave 1. But then I would say we have a similar scenario that we had actually in Bitcoin in November last year, that this was just a wave A. This year, an overshooting wave B, and we would be smashing down in a wave C, so that actually the wave 2 will be over here. And I can also give you a target for that. Let me just do that now. The target for that would be ideally sort of, well, you would let's say we could then be aiming for the area between 556. Okay, and here you can see we have actually an overlap between these areas, but also 461 would be realistic, and 326. That would be not an unrealistic scenario. However, this is still all long-term bullish. So long-term, I'm very bullish on Natgas. Because what we assume here is that this was an impulse. So even if the wave 2 correction takes a bit longer, the next wave should be a wave 3 to the upside, and that would be very bullish. In the current scenario, and we can only focus really on the current one, because this is what the market is showing us at the moment. And again, I go to the 4-hour chart. In the current scenario, I assume that wave 2 was already in, and what we have here is a 1-2 setup. Okay, so that would mean we had a first impulse of the wave 3. We are now in the wave 2 correction in the wave 3, and the next wave up should be a wave 3 of the wave 3, and could take us into the region around $12 to $13. At the moment, we are following nicely the pathway down, and you can see that the forecast I think before was that the wave 1 was near enough finished here. That all worked out very, very nicely. We are coming down as expected in wave 2 of 3, and in the last video I even labeled here the chart, and we talked about this would be a 1-2, here another 1-2 setup, and we would come down in wave 3. What we are doing now is very much characteristic of a wave 3, because we are coming down strongly. A wave 3 is a very bearish wave in a downtrend, a very bullish wave in an uptrend. And I gave you a target as well, because that's why we have this line here. So I'm pretty sure that was a target I gave you in the previous video. We can just double check that with the fib extensions. I mean, it might not have been target, I don't know. I haven't re-watched the last video, but otherwise I wouldn't know why it's there. No, I have no idea why that line was there. But well, it is the 1.236 extension, so it is an important level. But I'd rather say the way this is coming down now, that we are actually still working on this wave 3. Yeah, I mean that might be near enough finished, but if we calculate the target, I mean, yeah, the target would be sort of in the region here around where we currently are, down to $6. The problem is it basically has to stop here. If it goes much more lower, we lose, we don't have much space left really for all the other waves that would be coming, because you would expect here this as a wave 3 in white, then a wave 4 in white, a wave 5 in white to complete wave 3 in yellow, then a wave 4 recovery in yellow, and a wave 5 down. And again, ideally we are holding the $5.85 level, $5.80 level. If we lose it for a short period, not a problem, but we should really reverse at the latest above $5.30, to be exact, $5.33. If we don't, as I said, we could go down much lower. So the message here is ideally to wait what's going to happen. You're not just blindly throwing money in or anything if you're trading this, but rather waiting for a confirmation signal to the upside, because if we don't get that, and the trend is your friend until the end, and at the moment we are heading down here in a downtrend, so without a clear breakout signal to the upside, I'd be extremely careful here on the long side. But the primary expectation is that we are reversing in this area, between $5.85 and $7.70. So it's the primary expectation. But the thing is, if we lose support, we can be smashed down quite strongly. So it also gives you a good stop loss area to set if you want to. But yeah, let's see. I think this is not over yet. There is currently no evidence or signal that the downtrend is over, and at the moment we're just following the primary expectation here by heading further down as outlined on the roadmap on the chart. Alright, that's my update about Natgas. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, also check out my main channel, More Crypto Online. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.